Yo! Qué pasó, mi gente? Welcome to the Forever Grind Show. This is your host, El Daviso. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope y'all had a great week. Hope y'all having that caffeine kick. Hope you make it away to work safely this morning. Hope you guys have big plans for this weekend. Man, it's been that type of week. But we made it. We're here. I want to talk about very sensitive topic. I usually just talk about sports and lifestyle and movies. Lately I've been just talking to sports. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people comment great things. Some people talk trash. Kind of condemn me for a bunch of things, but that's understandable. This is a platform. This is, it's built to share opinions and, just talk, agree, disagree, do whatever, just have some fun. Right. So Marshawn Kneeland, former defensive end of the Dallas Cowboys, passed away yesterday, unfortunately. Died by suicide. It's not the most popular topic we want to talk about, but then again, definitely want to create awareness. He was 24 years old. Self-inflicted gunshot wound. There was a little incident that was going on with PD and car chase and whatnot. I don't have the full details. I don't want to say wrong things. When it comes to suicide, when it comes to just personal feelings in general, I'm trying to break it down as much as I can. I'm not fully educated on this, so I'm not gonna talk about treatment. However, it's always important to create awareness, especially on suicidal ideation, thoughts of hurting yourself, hurting others, killing yourself. See, if you're feeling that type of way, there's absolutely no shame and nothing wrong with reaching out to anybody. There is a crisis and suicide hotline. Just call or text 988. Again, call or text 988. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter where you're at. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be the toughest dude. You could be the toughest woman. You're going through stuff at school. It don't even matter if you're playing a combat sport. It doesn't matter if you're doing something that's meant to be masculine, or you're in some type of atmosphere where you feel where you feel you can't express yourself and how you feel. Honestly, in today's day and age, awareness is what needs to be done a lot more often. It's getting there now than it did 15, 20 years ago. Back in the day, it was really harsh times when it comes to mental health. But my message to y'all is, it doesn't matter who you are, whatever you've been through, if you're feeling some type of way regarding suicidal ideation, don't ever feel ashamed to express yourself and get help. This is the time to do it. Whoever you may be, if you're struggling, if you're going through hardships, if you feel that you can't express yourself, trust me, you can. I've been there. If you've been there, if you all can relate, hey, hopefully this comment section blows up with your experiences. But my message to you is, doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter what atmosphere you're in that's supposed to tell you you're not supposed to express your feelings. I'm here to tell you that, yes, you can. And yes, you should. I'm not saying you should do that to just anybody. Not express your feelings to just anybody, because again, not all of us are educated. I'm not. But what we can do is help. Create awareness. I'm a first responder. I deal with, well, I shouldn't say deal. I do my best to help out patients with suicidal ideation. Just build rapport, try to get to know them, break them out of that void. So don't be afraid at all. Don't be afraid at all to express yourself. If you're feeling like you need to hurt yourself, please call or text 988. Again, call or text 988. Because in the end of the day, people care about you. It could be some random stranger. It could be anybody. For sure, family cares about you. Close friends care about you. It's very unfortunate that this young man passed away at such a young age with a big career ahead of him, not to mention the game that he had this past Monday night against the Cardinals. Don't ever be embarrassed, ashamed, or afraid to seek help. That's my message to y'all. Stay on that forever grind. All right. I want to talk about the Broncos. Did y'all see that game last night? I'll tell you this much. Great defense on both sides of the ball. Who would have thought the Raiders will hold the Broncos down to 10 points? But at the end of the day, the game was somewhat sloppy. This is my question to y'all. Can the Broncos be in the Super Bowl? My answer is yes. And I'll tell you why. Check this out. The Broncos are 8-2 right now. 6 sacks they had last night. You know how many sacks they had in 2015, the year that they went and won the Super Bowl? They had a total of 52 sacks that year. As of week 10, 2025, this season, they're at 46 sacks total. So what does that tell you? 10 years later, will lightning strike twice? Are they on pace to do more than what they did their Super Bowl winning year? Now, I get it. Bo Nix is not playing his best ball. That offense is questionable. They'll show up sometimes. They won't show up sometimes. I get what you guys are thinking. I get what you guys are going to say. I get you guys are going to grill me for it, but here it goes, because this is what I'm going to say. I think they can go to the Super Bowl this year. If they went to the Super Bowl in 2015 with a beat-down Peyton Manning, that was possibly his worst year since his rookie season. Got injured. Brock Osweiler took over, played a couple good games, and then fell just to have Peyton Manning take over again. If they could win the Super Bowl with that dominant defense, we're talking about DeMarcus Ware, Von Miller, Aqib Talib. Those were the guys in 2015. Von Miller won the Super Bowl MVP. We're looking at a somewhat similar season this year. With the questionable offense, a good head coach. I'm just making some valid points here. I'm not shooting out random stuff. These are valid points. Now, I get it. Yes, they played the Raiders. They played the Titans. They played non-contender teams. There was one time there I was accusing Broncos of not being a contender. I mean, they beat the Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. They were 1 point shy from tying to the Indianapolis Colts. So this is my rant. I think the Broncos could go deep into the playoffs with this defense. I think they could go all the way to the Super Bowl. I'm not predicting they will, but they have a lot of potential to go all the way. 46 sacks in 10 games versus 52 all season in 2015. I mean, yeah, granted, that offense is questionable. The teams they played hasn't been the best. But there has been some good teams that they played, and they have a win over. They have Kansas City next week, and then they have a bye week. Then after that, they got Washington, and they have Las Vegas Raiders. You can only imagine what their record's going to be after Las Vegas. Kansas City, you know what? I love watching Denver and Kansas City go down. I think they're always balling when they play. I'll go this far. I think the Broncos defeat the Kansas City Chiefs. The Broncos are good defensively. The Broncos are legit defensively. But I'll take this one thing away from the Broncos. If they don't fix that offense, if it doesn't get consistent, they're not going to get anywhere in the playoffs. They're going to the playoffs. That I can guarantee you. But they're not going to get very far. They need to fix that offense. Stop throwing some picks. Bo Nix threw for 2 picks last night. So there needs to be some type of consistency. They're up and down right now. It's hard to trust them. 10-7. You're struggling that hard against the Las Vegas Raiders? I don't know. What I do know is that defense is legit. So, is this a repeat? Is this 2015 Denver Broncos 2.0? That offense was questionable as well. I'm just saying. Staying in the AFC West. The Chargers signed Trevor Penning from the New Orleans Saints. Picked them up in the trade. Does this mean that that Justin Herbert finally has his protection that he needs? I mean, granted, it's not Slater. It's not Joe Alt. Hopefully it's something, because this Sunday they play the Pittsburgh Steelers. That Steelers defense showed up one night only. My question is that Steelers defense going to show up again? Honestly, with that offensive line being compromised, that Chargers offensive line, I don't know. I'm a little skeptical of the Chargers. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little skeptical. I'm going to say the Chargers win this Sunday night. However, I have a gut feeling that Steelers defense is going to sneak in and do some damage. Look, TJ Watt, he can still ball. Jalen Ramsey, he could be clutch. But can they get to Justin Herbert? And if they do, are they going to let Justin Herbert escape? Because Justin Herbert's got wheels. He can run that ball, but right now he's doing it because he don't have a choice. There's times where Justin Herbert looking like Lamar Jackson. I know he's not, but this is the most I've seen him use his legs. He's a leading rusher for the Los Angeles Chargers. So this game is somewhat. I have a hard time trying to make this pick, but I'm gonna go with the Chargers because I know the Chargers defense is there. I know as long as you protect Justin Herbert, if you protect Justin Herbert, this game's over. It's Chargers all the way. That wide receiver core, Justin Herbert flinging them that football. You got that tight end Gadsden. I can't pronounce his first name. Keenan Allen, he's balling. Lambert Smith, Trey Harris, Quentin Johnston. That wide receiver core, that wide receiver room is loaded. As long as you protect Justin Herbert, that's a win. It's not even a question. Hands down, win. I got the Chargers winning that game. These are the top 5 games to watch this Sunday. I'm going to see if I can break them all down. No order. In my opinion, these are just the top 5 games to watch. The Pittsburgh Steelers at the Los Angeles Chargers. Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf. You still got that defense trying to come up. They've been struggling, but they got the Colts number. Will they go through the Chargers offensive line? Get through Justin Herbert before he throws to that wide receiver core. The Arizona Cardinals at the Seattle Seahawks. Jacoby Brissett. He's starting, man. He knows how to use that offense. I mean, who do you think he was a backup quarterback for? You do know he was a backup for Tom Brady, right? He learned from Tom Brady. I think this is going to be a test for the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle's good, man. Sam Darnold's balling. And I'm really interested to see how those two matchups go. I think that's going to be a good game. Check that game out. I think that's going to be a good one. The Los Angeles Rams at the San Francisco 49ers. Divisional NFC West game. Who takes charge of the NFC West? Hey, people are saying Matthew Stafford is first in line for that MVP. Mac Jones, he's looking like he's gonna get a home next year. He might get a home team next year the way he's playing. Not bad at all. He's balling. But that's gonna be a game to watch. Who takes it? Who's gonna be commanding that NFC West? The Baltimore Ravens at the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, Lamar Jackson's back. He balled out last week. J.J. McCarthy's back. He balled out last week. Here's the question. Who's going to ball out better? Two-time NFL MVP, Lamar Jackson? Or the second-year quarterback starting his first season, J.J. McCarthy? He got Justin Jefferson, man. T.J. Hawkinson. Against Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry? That game is going to be interesting. This is the game that I want to check out. The New England Patriots at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hey, these guys are balling. Yeah, Baker Mayfield was in the run a couple weeks ago for MVP, but guess what? So is Drake May right now. He's in that conversation. I think both these teams are good. I want to see them go down. Baker Mayfield is still balling with nobody. He don't got his top receivers. But he's in there. He's hanging in there. He's doing a lot more with less. Drake May and Mike Vrabel. It's like I said before, that's a match. That's a marriage made in heaven for a football team. That's going to be interesting to watch. Those are my top 5 games to watch this Sunday. Pittsburgh Steelers at the Los Angeles Chargers, Arizona Cardinals at the Seattle Seahawks, the Los Angeles Rams at the San Francisco 49ers, the Baltimore Ravens at the Minnesota Vikings, and the New England Patriots, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Those are my top 5 teams to watch. Those are going to be interesting. What a show. What a week. Man. It's cool to be with y'all. It's always a pleasure being here. I've been reading these comments. Some are cool. Some are mean. I'm just starting this podcast. I mean, shoot. Some of y'all say some mean things. But, hey, I got tough skin, man. I love reading what you guys say. Hey, in the end of the day, if you're commenting on these videos, on these clips, honestly, thank you. Thank you for joining the conversation. I encourage you, continue to enter these conversations. I'm here to talk to y'all. This is why I started this podcast. I want to see if anybody else cares about sports as much as I do. This is fun, man. I love doing this. It's really cool. Oh, man. Thank you for tuning in to the Forever Grind Show. This is your host, El Aviso. Hope you all have a wonderful and beautiful and safe weekend. I can't wait to talk to you guys on an Overreaction Monday. Until then, y'all be safe now. Y'all, man, I love y'all. I love y'all. Hope y'all had a good week, y'all. Let's start this weekend off with a blast. Peace.